Day 221, let's read from Matthew chapter 25 today, verses 14 through 29. We'll actually go 14 through 30. Here in this passage, Jesus is telling the parable of the loaned money. Starting in verse 14, it says, "Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' The man with 2 bags of gold also came. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' His master replied, Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. 'Master,' he said, 'I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you.' His master replied, 'You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed? Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." That takes us through verse 30. And again, that's Jesus speaking a parable about loaned money. And what this does, in my application study Bible, kind of summarizing this parable, it says the parable describes the consequences of 2 attitudes towards Christ's return. The person who diligently prepares for it by investing his or her time and talent to serve God will be rewarded, but the person who has no heart for the work of the kingdom will be punished. God rewards faithfulness. Those who bear no fruit for God's kingdom cannot expect to be treated the same way as those who are faithful. I think the old quote goes, like, work with what you have where you are and do what you can. Something to that effect. I've heard it different ways, but wherever God's placed us, whatever the hand that we've been dealt, do our best to stack the deck in our favor, meaning to make the most out of what you've got. God's gifted us, especially in this country, with freedom to be able to evangelize, to set an example, and to truly do our best to be a vessel for God. A lot of people just make excuses of, I can't do that, or I'm too busy, or I don't know where to start, or insert excuse here. And it doesn't matter what, socioeconomic background you come from, or what your job is, or who you know or who you don't know. It's just work with what you have where you are to serve Jesus. And there's a lesson in that as told in this parable. Remember that today. Let's apply this message truly to our lives so we can bring others to know Christ. We have an eternal promise, and it would be extremely selfish of us to just hold that in. Meditate on that the rest of this week. That's day 221.